want to talk fast.
Extra 20. We'll go 20 seconds. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
You talk, you die. So there's this family, right? And then there's a scene where he takes his son to the waterfall, and then he yells, and then the son kind of freaks out a little bit, and then there's this old man.
You're done. All right, 3. Write your answer. If you have one.
You don't have an answer?
No, because I don't.
3,
I don't
2,
think you've seen this
1.
Probably not.
Reveal.
Blank space.
Point place is correct.
Yeah. See, you said that, I thought, oh, he kidnapped someone. And if you talk, you die.
So there's this guy, and he's also friends with this other guy, and then they like to race cars. They go around the laps, and he had daddy issues growing up, but then he has his family, and his whole family's kind of pretty crazy. They celebrate Christmas one day, and he has very bad theology when he's at the Christmas table. And
you're done.
I don't know if I spelled it right.
I don't think I've seen this right.
But if you get it, I'm going to be mad.
Let me know when you have your answers in.
How do you... I don't
know what that is.
I don't think I don't know if this is right or how you spell it.
3, 2, 1.
Talladega Nights.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Good job, guys.
Did you get it right?
I did. I didn't spell it right.
I knew what you were going to say too.
I got it.
3, 2, 1, go.
So the gist of this movie, it all happens inside of this person's head. So he's got these like emotional states, and they all like kind of fight with each other.
Okay,
well,
they have an answer.
one fights. But...
3, 2, 1. Good. No!
Oh, what?
It's inside out.
Oh, I didn't know that. You said in each other's heads, so that's what I was thinking. Dreams.
They said their emotional states fight with each other.
You didn't say that. I just said they fight with each other.
No, these are emotions.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah. Because you weren't listening.
Inception. Okay.
Oh, that's awkward.
All right. Ready?
No, not really. Not for that one.
Okay. All right. So there's this guy, and he really loves his boat. His boat gets taken away from him a couple times. At one point in this series, it's in a bottle, and then he like cracks the bottle, and then throws it, and then the boat magically grows. So there's a magic element to it. He doesn't really get along with a lot of people. He's wanted in a lot of areas.
Oh.
You're done.
Yeah.
I got this one wrong too. Also don't know how to spell it either.
Alright, 3, 2, 1.
God.
Good
Hey!
Pirates of A Caribbean? What?
Pirates of the Caribbean.
What is it called?
Pirates of the Caribbean.
I know what I'm gonna do for that one.
Some people say Caribbean.
Ready? I'm only gonna say this one line. Okay, this is a one-liner, and you gotta see if you can get it.
I probably won't.
Ready? Da-da-da-da-da, Cadillac Queen.
Try to explain it more for Jaden,
Okay.
because I just want to hear you explain this movie.
So there's these girls, and they meet this guy, and he wants to kind of help them out with their music career, right? So then there's these 3 girls, and then one girl is really pretty, the other one is like kind of pretty, and then the other one's also kind of pretty, but the really pretty one is like humble in the beginning, and then the not so pretty one kind of gets jealous about the pretty one, and then the pretty one starts dating the producer.
I am undone.
like the not so pretty one. So then it's a big fight, and then at the end of the movie, the girls stick together.
Huh? Huh?
Can we shut up?
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go! We are Dreamgirls, boys. We'll make you happy.
A Star is Born.
I don't know.
That wasn't a bad
Was
guess.
that that movie I saw?
Yes.
Yes, those are the movies you saw. That's why I thought you
I
had
forgot
it.
that was the name of it.
Saturday, 2 days ago.
I forgot that was the name of it. Okay. I haven't seen that.
Well, then explain it.
Okay. Here we go. So there's, I think, 5 of these dudes, right? And I think there's a girl. Is there a girl? I think there's a girl. So 5 dudes and a girl. And they have these powers, right? And they fight crime together. And they're all part of this club that they fight evil with. And I think in the movie they can make a huge dinosaur if they all work together.
Oh. Or.
And they all are different colors.
Okay, never mind. It's not that one.
I think I know.
All of the 5 peeps have different.
All right, you're done. Do you have an answer, Jaden?
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Good job.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was either Power Rangers or Pacific Rim, and then he said different colors. I was like, okay.
No.
He said like a big dinosaur.
Oh, I'm gonna try, but I have such a foggy memory of that.
Because when you said that was the Lego Ninjago movie.
Okay, so this one, the object of the movie is to find this piece of jewelry, and there's this guy who kind of looks like a crazy alien, and he calls this thing, that kind of gives it away, but
you can't say any words in the title.
I know, he keeps calling it the Precious, and his Precious, and there's this, it's not Voldemort or Dumbledore, it's one of those dudes who looks just like him. He's got the gray beard.
I'm sure about that.
He like summons this army. And
This is all wrong. This is all so wrong.
Okay. Do you need to explain any more?
I think that's good.
You're good. I got it.
I think they got it.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah! They got it. Good job, guys. Okay. Oh dear. Okay. Alright. So there's this board game, right?
Oh gosh.
And the board game kind of comes to life.
Oh, what is that
There's
movie
2
called?
renditions of this movie. At one point, they all get sucked into like a video game.
What is it
But
called?
the OG, it's like a legit game. And as they start playing, at one point they're in this house, and there's like vines that shoot all through it. And then there's like a stampede of animals that run through the house at one point.
This is pretty good.
That's pretty good.
This
That's
is pretty
not bad.
good.
Yeah.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
He said board game that came to life, and I thought it was Jenga.
There ain't a movie about Jenga.
And then I just keep thinking.
Okay, so this movie has this secret world that's in a closet. This little girl stumbles upon it first, and she kind of becomes friend with this goat-looking dude who's got horns. And he tries to turn her in, then feels bad, so she runs back through the closet and then tries to tell her friends. But then the closet, they walk in, and then they all just like make fun of her because there's nothing there.
You haven't even touched like below the surface of the
3,
movie.
2, 1.
You didn't even touch like below the surface.
Hey, you understood what I was talking about,
You
though.
got to like the first
The
3
closet. What's the closet?
I think Levi's 9 for 9 right now. Oh, we got some doozies coming out.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do this one.
Okay.
I think I've seen it, but then again, I might be completely wrong. So this movie,
This movie is worth 2 points.
Yeah, because I'm gonna do so bad
You
explaining.
can get half points though.
So it's part of a series.
Oh my. Here we go.
Majority of it happens in space. Pretty much, it's all about space. And there's this girl, I think, who's gonna like train to become this new fighter.
I'm sorry, what?
And I think a holographic image of this previous
I
fight
am
instructor
shook.
comes up.
I am undone.
I think I've seen this. So there's this scene where this guy who's like a hologram fights this other guy, and he
Are you kidding me?
blasts him.
Are you kidding me?
He like blasts him all the time.
This is the worst explanation of
Wait,
this ever.
wait! I have a
I'm
better.
so upset.
There's also this like ice fox thing that runs through this like.
You are completely wrong. You are completely
What?
wrong. I am undone. All right, answers. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Yes. More specifically, I told him to do A New Hope.
Oh
No. Oh no. Oh honey, no.
Haven't seen
That was The Last Jedi.
You just
Oh.
Come on, Tyler.
Was that the one before that one?
No, The New Hope is the
No,
first one.
The Last Jedi is the most recent one. It's like 3 after that one.
Okay.
But if we're speaking in human life terms, it's like
Oh, I'm gonna do
7 after.
All right. So there's this high school setting,
Oh,
and then
no.
this girl kind of joins the club. Then they have this like notebook, scrapbook thing that they like roast people in, and then this like one girl kind of like spills all the secrets to kind of get the other girl in trouble, so she like throws her under the bus hardcore. And then there's like this scene where this girl just starts calling everyone the B word, and then she jumps into this like lake of girls, and they all like carry her and lift her up. There's a lunchroom scene where I think she goes to sit down and then her meal spills all over her.
This is probably not even close.
Alright, 3, 2, 1.
Carrie.
Carrie?
That's a very different movie. Okay, so
I thought it
Carrie.
was High School Musical. No, you said the B word.
Okay, so Carrie is this old school horror film where this girl gets her period and like during gym class and everyone makes fun of her, but she has telekinetic powers. So she comes back at the school dance and kills everyone.
Oh,
Oh my word.
Nope, not that movie. Mm-mm. Okay, so there's this stereotypical rat, right? And then he thinks he can just like chill up in this like kitchen, right, and start cooking food and stuff. But the dude doesn't like this rat because it's a rat. So the rat ends up making friends with another rat, and then he's like got this dream to have a kitchen. But this kitchen's gonna get shut down because of the rats. And then he ends up having like this 5-star dining restaurant. And he makes all these people food. Rat's a good chef. Moral of the story.
I've got it, Tyler.
Alright, 3, 2, 1.
That's silly.
Thank you.
I spelt it right. Good job.
I'm
I
surprised.
Oh yeah, we did it.
Okay, can I say like, oh, no names.
No names.
Okay, so
I thought it was thinking still for a little bit. And then you said he made friends with another rat, and I was like, wait, what?
okay, so there's this movie, right?
Oh my god. Why is that how you set it up?
There's this movie, right?
And these people, they're like, man, I wonder if there's aliens out there. And the other dude's like, I don't know. Let's create some giant satellites and then blast a message into space. So this crazy scientist is like, all right, let's do it. So they blast a message into space, right? And then these like 7 pods burst through Earth's atmosphere. One kind of blows up in the atmosphere. And then one lands in China. Another one lands off the coast of Hawaii. And then a couple others land in other places. And then there's this dude who's like likes this girl, and this girl is like, her dad is like this captain in the Navy, and then he's underneath the dad, and the dad really doesn't like the dude, even though he really likes the girl, and he's like trying to like prove to the dad that he's like good for the girl, and then he like ends up fighting these aliens, and these aliens are allergic to light, so they can't really see, and they have these like helmets and body armor, and then they create this like force field looking thing, and then the guys are in these boats. And then there's a Japanese guy. Him and the Japanese guy have a soccer game earlier on. And then the Japanese
Okay, you're
guy
done.
wins.
I'm confused.
I got this wrong. I'm telling you right now.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Aliens.
Battleship. Good job,
go.
Levi.
Levi hasn't even seen that.
I haven't
thought it was
either.
Arrival until you start talking about like the dad
Arrival's
and whatever. And I was
good.
like,